Hey guys, this is GamerCar playing Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. One quick thing I forgot to mention in the last part actually is that my grandparents are currently up for their annual visit thing, and yeah, that might mean I'll be a little bit more restricted in recording stuff because I don't want to disturb them, obviously, when they're sleeping and things. So yeah, I might not be able to do as many like later day recordings, which means I might not get quite so much co-op stuff done. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, if you see this for a long time, that'll be why. Anyway, I am going to use Boon for today, and we are going to do the club slots like I said last time. There are two options within here. You've got 4 slots and the 3 slots. Although it's basically the same thing, I'm going to do one of each. So I'm actually going to do 3 slots first, and we will pick shifting sounds. Why the hell not? So the idea of club slots is that you have a meter over here, you know, literally a slot machine, which you determine what clubs you are allowed to use for that hole. So as you see, I have that set. So these are the only 3 which I can use, apart from the putter. Obviously you can always use the putter, but yeah, I only have access to this lot. Which means this is a rather interesting mode because you can get stuck with stuff that doesn't necessarily fit how you would normally play a hole, and it just makes it rather fun. In the end, I actually really do like this mode. But what else that it can do is with the stars, if you line up, yeah, you've seen the stars in the thing, if you line up 3 stars then you manage to get all of your clubs for that hole, but if you don't line up 3 stars then any stars that you get don't give you a club for that range. So if you hit a star on the woods, you don't get a wood for that hole. Which I have actually had to play some holes with stuff like the 7 iron being my best club. That's on the par 5 as well, so you know, it can be a very interesting mode to do. The way it works in scoring terms is that you get 2 points for a par, you get 1 point for every shot below par, or you lose a point if you get a bogey. So if you get anything worse than a bogey, you don't get any points for the hole. And if you get a hole in 1, you actually get 5 points, so that's like 1 break in it. But basically, barring holes in 1, you are going to get stuff pretty much every time. As you see, 3 points for the birdie. My aim would be to get 50 points if I can, so that equates to a score of minus 14. During club slots it's not that straightforward, but yeah, it's still possible. So I've got the 3 wood, I've got a 5 iron, that's a decent difference in power there, so that might help. And yeah, there's a very strong wind here. You see the winds are now basically completely random, so I could get very weak winds, I could get very strong winds, and yeah, as you can see there's a soundstorm effect here, and if you can hear that at all, there's a freaking plane going outside in the moment, and that's really annoying. But hey, just back onto the fairway, haha. It's not the best fairway lie, but it is definitely something that will be useful. So there is an example for me saving the power shot by going 1 unit down because I messed up where I was placing it. Although it's a bit of a double-edged sword because you end up aiming for the marker all the time, and you know, it's like you almost do it deliberately in a sense, even though it's not really deliberate. I don't know, but the point is it seems to favor you undershooting it when you do it like that, and it's just funny. Anyhow, that is a perfectly excellent approach shot there, and we are going to be able to get this in very nicely. So far so good, we've managed to get 2 birdies. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna split this. If I do, I might just keep it all in one thing, because honestly, it's basically a normal round, but you've got you know, the club slot thing at the start as well. That's a kind of weak set of clubs, but it's not terrible. Boo's heavy draw, however, is making me a little bit nervous of the second shot here, so I'm going to try aiming this way. And well, undershot the thing there. That is terrible, terrible playing, but oh well. So yeah, that ends up shooting to roughly where I wanted it anyway, and now I should be able to get around this if I do that. Yeah, 7 iron is too weak though, so I'm gonna have to use the 4 wood. which means I'm going to have to be a little bit creative on how this works. Why am I undershooting everything now? That's silly. Oh well, I think it's still okay because it should bounce on the green, roll all the way up. Yep, that's fine. But I was looking to hit 2 bars further than that and backspin to slow it down. So it wasn't my intended shot, but it works perfectly fine. You've got to watch it though, because you really do need to be careful of the spins. If you undershoot stuff, you don't want to put the backspin on it and stop it too early. If you overshoot from where you're aiming, you really do want to put the backspin on it, you know. It doesn't necessarily pay to... Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm going to have to approach this with a free wood. That is not good. Oh, God. And the pin is right there as well. Oh, my Jesus Christ. Why is the pin there? And why have I got a 7 freaking meter per second wind here? This is just all conspiring against me. What the hell? So this is probably going to be a par, because I honestly do not see me getting this on. No. Well, it's on the fringe, so basically a flat putt down. Maybe I will get this. Maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna get it anyway. I didn't expect to have a decent position with that free wood there, so hooray! I actually got a good thing. But yeah, what was I going on about again? Ah, who cares? It's not that important. I honestly can't remember myself. So why am I getting such strong winds here? Jeez. 4 iron. That's all right, I suppose. It's a little bit close considering pitching wedge stuff, but yeah. The wind is not that bad. It's just because of the sandstorm effect. You know a high speed wind is coming, so it's like, why is it there? You know. But nonetheless, we are still doing pretty good here, and that is a nice first shot. I should be able to make it with, yep, trusty little 4 iron. And that, I think, will do. Not going to hit that with spin because of the headwind. Boo does have a very slightly below average height shot though, so that's okay. But yeah, I should have top spun that. I didn't know it was going to be that low in power though, so yeah, this might not end well. At least I'm getting kind of decent at stopping at that point, and it kicked. It freaking kicked. Look at that, it's ridiculous. I don't understand in this game why it has, you know, the ball when putting has such a tendency to kick up. It doesn't do that in any of the other golf games. It's just really stupid how it does it in this one, because it completely fucks your shot up. Anyway, what are we going to get this time? I think for this hole I wouldn't mind having better than a 7 iron actually. I think the 7 iron is a bit too weak. Yeah, 7 iron is way too weak, which means I'm going to have to approach this with the 1 wood. And it's a really narrow target to do that with as well. Oh joy. This is definitely not going on the green unless I hit this absolutely perfect. Which I do not, because that control is freaking awful, but maybe it'll stay on. Oh god, it kicked right off the fringe. That is nice. That stayed just in a reasonable area that I have a chance of getting this, which I really shouldn't have. Because considering the terrible nature of that shot, I probably shouldn't have gotten that in. But, you know, I am happy enough with that. We are currently doing pretty good. That's -5 overall. Not terrible. Okay, come on, give me a good club with this one. I need to get onto that green in 2. Yes, the 1 wood, fantastic. 6 iron might help as well, I don't know. So, this hole, last time I think we did get the birdie with that. How much do you reckon that's distance? I think it's better aiming here because I have a better approach angle and because I've got the 1 wood. But let's hit the top trajectory, the bottom of the ball, just to try and control it a little bit better. That, I think, should do okay. I hope it's going to backspin enough that it doesn't stick in the bunker. Please do not stick in that bunker. Thank God for that, it's not sticking in the bunker. It's a long approach, but I should be able to get this. Yeah, because I do have enough distance thanks to Boo. And yeah, that is how it's gonna go down. A little bit overshot, but a little bit misaligned as well, and it's got the minus percentage. That's probably gonna be perfectly fine. Yeah, it didn't even hit the bunker, so that is good. It is on the fringe though, which is a bit sucky, but it's not far away. Ugh, that's a horrible putt though. Dear God, that putt is a lot worse than it looked before seeing the angle stuff. Yeah, when you're using putting stuff, apparently holding down the Z button, you can then use the C stick to actually move the camera without it being, yeah, you can move the camera up and down and stuff, supposedly. I don't know, it seems kind of odd that way. Like, yeah, I guess it does, you can move it up and down, but I don't understand what the point of that is. But I just found that out when one of the Toad's lesson things came up whilst I was getting myself sorted, and it's just kind of funny. Ah, no, I underpowered it, that's dumb. Oh well, we're gonna get a birdie off of it. A birdie is perfectly fine. I was hoping for the eagle, because then that would have given 4 points and it would have been an eagle and it would have been awesome, but not to be, not to be. Oh, more strong winds. Fantabulous. I don't know, it's just kind of annoying right now. Ah, so we got a star, that's not good, but I do get the free iron, so I do have at least a reasonably good shot here. The free iron is kind of annoying though, because it's low trajectory, so yeah. Like, it's okay, it's a decent enough club, it's just because it's a lower trajectory than the 4 wood, it's a bit of an annoying one to deal with for most stuff. But it's good for this, and that is all that is important. So I'm gonna hit to around about there. I'm thinking, well, not quite there. I'm gonna hit there. The wind is hopefully gonna carry it across, and with that, oh well, my miss hit's gonna carry it across more than the wind. But oh well. Just stick on the fringe or something, or better, go on the green. That's good. Nice. The putt's a bit tricky, but it's nice nonetheless. And I've missed the hill. Yeah, the hill was just a bit annoying there, I don't know. Some of these putts are not that easy actually. With this only being the 3rd course, it's a bit weird, but it's not as easy as I would like to think. Oh well, nice clear skies for this one, that is good. I've got a 4 wood, I suppose that's okay. A reasonable mix. Not the best mix, but not terrible either. And yeah, I don't know. For that, when you're just doing this normally, you can use the Z button and then the control stick to change your thing rather than the control pad, but honestly, what's the point? Like, dude, seriously, it's no easier or anything. Hang on a sec, why is this one clear skies at a 4 meter per second wind when the last one had a 4 meter per second wind and it was a sandstorm? Dude, that makes no sense whatsoever. Your game is inconsistent. Oh, who cares? We've got a nice, decent first shot there. I've not really got a good club to approach this with, so 4 wood antics. Approaching with a 4 wood on your second shot from here is not great, especially not when you miss-hit it so much. I don't think that's going on the green, which is pretty awful. Yeah, nowhere freaking near. It's in the bunker. The bunker's actually better than the waste area to play from though, so I don't quite get that. And that is not really very close at all, so I'm not going to care about that. Another 2 points is not great, to be honest. I'm below where I want to be. One point below where I would like right now. You know, if I'm aiming for 50, then I kind of wanted 25 by the turn. More sandstorm antics. It's a side wind as well, which is probably going to suck. But I have my 1 wood, so that's good. Only problem is that's all I've got, so yay. If you do line up 2 stars in a row, then the wedge one will pretty much always go to a star, so you'll never have just a wedge or, you know, the 8-9 iron stuff, which is nice because that would be really horrible. So I'm gonna have to make another crazy approach here because I have literally no option otherwise, and that's not something I like to see, but it's something I have to put up with. Backspin because of the percentage there. It's not even enough to slow it down in the slightest. Approaching with woods is a horrible, horrible idea and you should never really do it. Just the only issue is I don't really have a choice here. But whatever, we are going to not chip it in because it went round the side, and so now I'm really below. A more realistic target is 45 to 47 points, but honestly I know 50 is attainable. So it's kind of annoying, but it's not going my way at the moment. That's dumb. It should go my way when I want it to. Well, who cares? That's nice. 3 wood, 6 iron, 9 iron. That's a nice combination. And see, this one has a sandstorm, and it's also 4 meters per second. So what the hell, game? Maybe it's one of those things. If this was the American one with mile per hour instead of meter per second, it might actually have given us the correct thing that way, you know, because there might be a slight change in the wind speed. Like 4 meters per second, it could be 8 mile an hour on one, 9 mile an hour on the other. 8 is not a sandstorm, 9 is, something stupid like that. I don't know, I don't really care. All I care about is the fact that that 9 iron was actually very nicely powered for this. I like that. I should have super backspun that, but oh well. So, this shot, not looking too hard. This is an easy birdie, to be honest. It's nice and straight, so yeah, just got to account for the hill. And that is good. We are now 7 under for the day. The problem is I need to be about, was it 14 I think it was? Yeah, because if you had all birdies, then 18 times 3 would give you 54. So I am already having to birdie every hole from here unless I get an eagle. See, this is the thing with club slots. Now I'm definitely not getting a birdie because I can't reach this freaking thing. There's no way you can reach a par 4 in 2 when you only have a 7 iron as your best club. Like, seriously. But this is the thing with club slots. Sometimes this happens. It's annoying, but you've just kind of got to deal with it in the end. Nevertheless, we are still going to hit as good a set of shots as we can, but unfortunately the best I can do on this one is par, which means 50 points is pretty much out of order here. Even if I got birdie on every hole from here, I wouldn't be able to get 50. So, yeah, that's an unfortunate target lost, I suppose. 45 is still definitely doable, mind you. Ah, that's fucking terrible. Cal, what are you doing? Seriously, what the... I didn't... See, this is the problem. The hill, if I didn't topspin it, the hill would have kicked it back. But because I did topspin it, it went forward up through the hill and it ended up getting into this position. Which is really freaking awful. And it didn't even go in either, so that's a bogey on this hole. That's fucking terrible. I know I only had the 7 iron stuff, but seriously, that is just bad. Oh well, you get to see his bogey animation, I suppose, which is something. But yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. Oh well, what can you do? What can you do, indeed. 3 iron is way too much for this one. I wanted about 6, I think. 6 iron would have been okay. 3 is just kind of ridiculous, and I did not even try during that shot at all. That was pathetic. Wow, mood has kind of gone way down now, hasn't it? But oh well. Yeah, so not much to do really. We've just got to try and play as best we can, I suppose, with the conditions we have, and still get some points. 45 is still an attainable target, and that's what I'm going to shoot for now. I need 12 points in 5 holes, which is easy doable. Of course, if I parred all of them, then I wouldn't get it, so I've got to be a little bit careful of that, and only having a 4 wood here is really sucky. I wanted to get the 1 wood so that I could get across to that bit you see there, especially with this freaking wind, holy crap. The wind has just been ridiculous on this course so far. That hasn't really been much of a factor, but it definitely doesn't help. The fact of the wind on every single hole has just been absolutely retarded. I can totally get across here, but is there any real point? Like, what can I seriously do if I get across here? I suppose if I get to there, it's a crazy ass shot, but if I get to there, even though it's going in the waste area, that's good enough. Oh god, that control. Don't stick, thank you. Jeez, that control was awful, but that ended up being like the greatest shot ever because of that, so, you know, that was awesome. Yeah, bounced off of the top of the canyon, off the side of it, end up in the rough instead of the waste area. Fantastic stuff.
Nice shot.
And this is going to stick pretty close, so that is a nice birdie, definitely. Better than expected on that hole, really. Pretty ridiculous bouncing is the whole point. But yay, we still managed it anyway, and now I need 9 points in 4 holes, which is nice. Ah, star, that's not good. 5 iron, that's definitely not good. Probably gonna get a par on this one at best. Although that wind, Jesus Christ, that's twice in a row that wind has come up. It is a little bit more in my favour though, so maybe this might still work. That's why, oh fuck me, why am I mishitting everything here? But yeah, it's the reason I've hit the really high trajectory, is to try and take advantage of that wind and see if I can get anywhere with this. But I really can't, can I? Well, whatever. That's more like it, that's the sort of shot I should be hitting. It's not going on the green because I just cannot hit it far enough with a 5 iron, but still, it's on the fringe, that's a good effort from there. Holy freaking balls though, this is a long, long putt. Oh my god. If this goes anywhere near going in, this will be a miracle. Yeah, because I guess most of that hill is gonna be annoying, but this one is a bit worse. I'm kind of expecting a little bit of a kick off of this though, that's why I'm gonna hit it to there. And how is this gonna go? To there, and no, it didn't even get a kick. Well, that was actually surprising, but that was a pretty damn good effort from there to stick it within 3 foot from 84, basically. Just under 84. That is not a bad effort. Not a bad effort at all. I'm actually sort of impressed with that. What is up with the freaking wind here? Holy freaking hell, this is like every bloody hole. God, what the I've never had this. I've never had it this strong. Apart from in star tournaments, but you know, that's to be expected. But literally every single hole, apart from about 4, has had ridiculously strong wind. What is this? I don't even know. Yes, I know, I just ruined a mean there. So freaking what? 6 iron's not strong enough. That means I'm gonna have to do this shitty little approach again, and it's not fun trying to do this, because the ball never sits properly. Especially with Boo, because Boo's trajectory being fairly low, it just doesn't work quite right. As you can see, it does not stop at all, you use the words. So it's not something you want to do overall. Go on, go in! Yes, it went in! Haha, and Boo's not even fucking looking, because he's just that badass. Just check that, he's not even looking at the ball when it goes in. That is awesome. I've been getting slightly better at that recently, actually, of getting chip-ins from less than 10 yards out. It's not been bad, so I'm happy enough with the way my chip shots are going. 7 iron, I think that's okay for this one. Maybe not. No, it's not. Bollocks. Yeah. I'm gonna hit it anyway because it's better than hitting the 4 wood on this one, and I think it should be okay because it does have to roll a little bit. Yeah, I hit the rough first, so that was pretty crap. Look at this. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? You know what? I might be on the fringe, but I'm actually going to hit the chip shot from here because I think it's better than trying to hit up that fucking hill. course, it depends how badly I screw it up, but yeah, that was a better shot than undershot. That was just completely retarded. I don't even know what the hell happened there. Like, dude. Well, that sets things up nicely, doesn't it? If I'm going to hit 45 points, that means I have to hit a birdie on this hole. And it's the par 5 finale, which is actually possible to get a birdie on, but nah. With a forward, I'm not so sure. Because I can't really hit that far, but I'm going to try hitting to here anyway. Oh, fuck. Why? Why can I not hit shots today? Oh, jeez. Well, that's going to spin onto the fairway anyway, so it's not terrible, but god, that was just ridiculous, and now I can't really feasibly get to the green because of this stupid fat thing in the way. Can I go over it? I can, but it does me no good whatsoever. Because, yeah. Oh, god, why? Why? Game, why are you doing this to me now? Jesus Christ. Can I even... I guess I can sort of do that. It's maybe slightly risky, but I don't know. It's about my best bet, I think, at this point. Just trying to get myself set up right for it. It's, yeah, okay, that'll do. Maybe... Well, sorry about all the retakes there, but, no, oh, what the fuck? You're kidding, right? What? It wasn't set to do that? Fuck you. The hell is this? It was not set to do that. It was... No! It was nowhere fucking near that. That is bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. It was not set to do anything close to that. Dude. Not cool. Like... I don't even know what to fucking say to that. That is just... ridiculous. You know, I would claim even Hacks on that, but even Hacks doesn't go that bad. That is just awful. Wow, okay, so apparently this really fucking sucks, and that barely goes in for another bogey. Bullshit. Wow, the game just stuck the massive fucking middle finger up at me there. It's like, nope, you're not getting 45 points, what the hell are you talking about? Wow, that was awful. Worst I have done on that course in a long time, and wow. That's like fucking 7 under in the end, which is terrible, absolutely terrible. Oh well, what can you do? It's the game sticks the middle finger up here, and that's just how it goes. So yeah. Anyway, this has been GamerCal, I suppose, playing Mario Golf Toadstool Tour for whatever reason. It's just kind of there. And join me next time, I suppose, when we go in for the 4 club slot one. There's a lot more points potentially available in this one. It depends on slot rolls and things, but there's a lot more points available here. So the whole, you know, under par ruling thing, which was said before, doesn't really apply when you go to 4 slots. So this should be quite interesting. But anyway, see you guys next time for that.